And now, introducing your host, LFA. Leo, what's up, brother?
What's up, brother? I'm gonna be super quick.
Okay.
Uh, I applied all the fundamentals I've learned and worked on myself ever since, getting divorced like 7 years ago. And I finally, out of the blue, met some girl. She took initiative and claimed me as hers and asked me out, and we were going strong and having a blast. Great personality, treated me like a king. Everything was good. She had some baggage, had four kids and one adopted one.
How
Uh,
old is she?
she was 41. I'm 33.
Okay, yeah, I think we spoke about this before. So
Yeah,
she's 41 with four kids,
and
and you're 33 with how many kids?
one.
One.
Yeah. And so she's got two adult ones at home, and one I'm not really fond of. He's kind of like a knucklehead. So
Yeah.
recently we just got back from Cancun, had a blast, other than me getting food poisoning and shitting my brains out for a couple days. But had fun, but I still didn't feel well when we got back, and I took antibiotics and I wasn't feeling good, and she came by and dropped off some banana bread, and I I don't know how we got on the topic of her son, and I started talking shit about her son, and I
Mm-hmm.
said some things I shouldn't have said, and she up and left and broke up with me, man. And she's been a few days, and she's pretty set on it. And
Well, here's what I see from the situation. Number one, she's 41 with four kids, and I want you to think clearly and not emotionally.
okay,
So, a 41-year-old woman with four kids, to a lot of guys, this would be a red flag. Now, you can make your own decisions. You're an adult. If you say, you know what, that's okay, I have no problem with that,
yeah,
then that's one thing. The fact that she made the move, kind of took the lead, took initiative to claim you as hers, is, to me, that's not a sign of a very high value woman. Usually, a high value woman requires, to some degree, the man has to do a little bit of chasing. Like, he has to put some effort into it because she has a lot of guys knocking at her door. You know what I mean? So if
yeah,
a woman is quick to take initiative and claim you as hers, it's almost as if she's desperately seeking out a man.
yeah,
And my assumption here, and again, I don't know the situation. Don't 100% take this as literal.
yeah,
But it kind of sounds like she was very quickly looking for a man to step into that protector provider role in the household, the father role, to help pay the bills, help raise the children, all of that. And she quickly jumped on you for you to play that role. And the second you started to show signs of maybe being frustrated with that role because her kids get on your nerves, she decided that you weren't the guy anymore. But it sounds to me like you expressed yourself exactly the way you should have. You were taking an issue with being in her kid's life, and she selected you because she wanted you to be a part of her kid's life. I think that's a disconnect. And I think I think your actions spoke louder than her actions. And I think maybe you're in an emotional state and you want her back, but
oh yeah. I have that knot in my stomach, like my world is just falling apart.
well, yes, but I think your gut spoke to you, and you decided to speak up and let her know that you took issues with her kids, and that was the breaking point of the relationship. And I think you should take it like a G and move on and find a new woman, because even if you get back with her, like, you have this fear of missing out now. Everything looks better when it's walking away. You always love them more when they leave. And now she's gone. So in your mind, you're creating this perfect woman and you probably even like her kids now. You're probably coming up with things in your head like maybe her kids aren't that bad. But in all
Yeah,
actuality, if you get back with her, you're going to go through those same problems that you had when you were with her.
and you're right, man, because when we were together, we had fun, enjoyed each other's time, but sometimes she'd bug me, and I would just feel like uh smothered
Yeah.
and stuff, and like, whew, like I need a breather and stuff, and like, um, but
Yeah. Well, at 31 years old, I don't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah.
I think you would enjoy your life a lot more if you found some young, hot 22-year-old, 23-year-old with no kids and just started out fresh with her. And you would definitely not regret your decision. I guarantee you, after you spend a few weeks or a few months with some young, hot chick, your life would be a lot better.
Do you think I should concentrate on healing and taking some time to myself and or getting out there again? Like right
Well,
now.
okay, things that are going to make you feel better, anything that gives you a dopamine hit, anything that releases serotonin is going to make you feel better. This can include working out. This can include making money. This can include going out with your bros and having drinks. This can also include going out with young, hot chicks. So I would include all of them.
Okay. I tried today hitting the gym and I couldn't muster up the strength. I couldn't even eat. Uh, no appetite. I was at work just thinking about it. It was fucking me up. And I can't believe how women can just
They go cold.
go cold, man. And I'm like, dude,
They're,
I just spent $3,000 on a trip to fucking Mexico. Like, yeah,
and it makes you question everything you knew about the world because everything was going so well. You know, everything was so perfect. She loves you so much. You have this unbreakable bond. And then you have this disconnect. And all of a sudden, that person that you thought she was is now no longer alive. It's a different person.
now mind you too, here's another detail. I was the first guy she dated in a serious relationship after she just split up with her ex-husband like 8 months ago.
Ah,
So
see,
I maybe I was the rebound, maybe I was just like the best thing for now.
yes.
And who knows, maybe she has some other person lined up.
She maybe she does, maybe she doesn't, but for women, it's very fast. You know, men are truly the true romantics. And although women have an emotional capacity 8 times the size of a man, and they maybe experience many emotions a lot more than men do, men definitely experience heartbreak on a much larger and much more difficult scale than women do. I guarantee you that because I just do not see women getting suicidal and offing themselves after a breakup. It's always the men that go through it the hardest.
Yeah.
Uh, and women just seem to move on like that, find a new man just like that. They can replace you just like that. It's like you never existed. They go from being totally hot and warm. They're friendly. Their personality is comforting and nurturing to just ice cooled that you don't even exist to them anymore.
And
And
then what hurts me a lot is like she like I dropped off some stuff at her work that she had left at my house that she wanted, and I said, hey, I went full beta, and I said, hey, please don't leave me. You sure this is what you want to do? And she started crying, and she said, I'm gonna really miss you. I really love you. And then today I went full beta again, texted her, asked her what time she's getting off work. I said, can I see you? And she's like, no, just let it just you're making it hard, just let it burn, and it's supposed to suck.
and let me tell you what's going on her end right now. So when she decided to make the breakup and you were doing some chasing, you were pleading, bargaining, trying to get her back. This made your value in her eyes go down tremendously. Her respect for you went down, and her attraction level for you went down with it.
So had I not done that, do you think there would have been a chance?
The chance would have been better. I'm not saying that it still would have worked out, but what I'm saying is when a woman breaks up with you and you chase and you plead and you bargain, she broke up with you because something happened that made her lose attraction to you. Something was off. And when you try to plead and bargain to get her back, what's happening is you're basically, okay, she already sees you as the least attractive version of you. Like she doesn't see the most attractive version of you. She sees the least attractive version of you. And when you chase her, you're constantly showing her the least attractive version of you. So that's basically what you're doing. So the best thing that you can do is completely cut her off, go no contact, don't speak to her.
What if she reaches out a month from now, 2 months from now?
Yeah, so that's a real possibility. So what she's going to go through on her end is either A, she's going to find a new man very quickly, and if he is a solid provider, it doesn't mean he's a better guy than you. It doesn't mean he's better looking than you. It doesn't mean he's better in the bedroom than you. All it means is that he's willing to play that beta male provider role better than you. Then she may stay with him and she may never come back. But if she doesn't find anybody that's willing to play that role, she
Yeah,
probably will come back. But 8 months down the road or whatever, dude, it would be in your best interest to not take her back. Okay, because the whole reason the split up happened was because you spoke the truth, because you know who you are, you know what you want.
I spoke the truth, but I'm going to be honest with you. I said some nasty shit. I said, like, called her son a piece of shit. And
Well,
I could have
okay.
worded it better.
Well, yeah, and no mother wants to hear that about her son, but he very well might be a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's
And
like a gang member.
yeah, so you're not his father, and his father's not there to take care of him, and he's acting like a piece of shit, and you spoke up about it. Does that make you a bad guy? I don't think it does. And if she decides that she wanted to break up with you because of that, I would just move on, because to me, it sounds like you're going to create a storm here. You're going to just make things worse, because that's a lot of baggage. So
It totally is.
she's a 41-year-old mother of gang member children. And what's going to happen? People that join gangs, they don't, you're either dead or in jail. Those are the only ways out. And very seldom do people recover from that lifestyle. Like, very seldom can they get out of that, move away, and start a new life. I mean, it's going to be constant drama that's going to deal with police officers, rival gangs, rival drug dealers, and it's going to
Possibly bringing harm to my son.
Yes, that too. So I think you've got a free ticket out of the situation, and that's a good thing.
And as far as the provider, beta provider, what's weird is financially she would spend me. It was barely me paying for stuff. Kind of, yeah.
Well, maybe she wasn't using you for your money.
The desperate thing.
Yeah. It's possible that she understands that because of the baggage that she has, it's going to be very difficult for her to find a man. And because she realized that you weren't willing to provide what she needed, which was to parent her children, just be this beta that she can control. Because what ultimately happened is she was in the lead of the relationship. Are you still there? Okay. She was in the lead of the relationship. She claimed you as hers. She was in control of the relationship. You were doing what she wanted you to do. And all of a sudden you decided to speak your mind, speak up for yourself, and say, you know what, there's some things here that I don't like, whether it be her kids, it could be anything. But you decided to speak up, speak your mind, and say, there's some things about this relationship that I don't like. And because you did that, she made a statement. She broke up with you because she was losing control of the relationship. And she was realizing you were standing up and starting to take the lead, and she wanted out. That's a major red flag. I think you've cut out.
Hey, hello.
You've lost service, brother.
Say.
Yes, sir. There's a dude behind you.
Yeah, it's my buddy. I just came to his house because with the breakup, I'm trying to stay busy and hang out with friends.
Oh yeah, cool. So here's what I would say happened. you met this woman and she was in control of the situation. She was leading the situation. She claimed you as hers. You were performing as she wanted you to perform. Might not have been money that she wanted from you, but you were doing what she wanted you to do, and she was okay with that. But at some point, you saw some things about the relationship that you didn't like. It could have been her kids. It could have been anything. Like, there's a million things that it could have been, but regardless of what it was, you decided to speak up about it because as a man, it's in your nature to want to, step up and take the lead of the relationship. And part of doing that is you have to step up and you have to stand up for yourself and speak up about things you don't like. And what she realized was she was losing control and you were stepping up and starting to wear the pants. So she broke up with you. That would be my analysis of what happened. Because it could be her kids that you're talking about. It could be anything, but there's something that you decided you didn't like about the relationship and you decided to speak up about it because maybe you wanted change and she doesn't want you standing up for yourself. That's what I think.
And I'm also from the sexual.
You're a what?
She also had me whooped sexually,
Yes. Women will do that. That's yeah.
So I dodged a bullet, basically. In a nutshell, I dodged a bullet.
Yes, I think you dodged a bullet, and we're gonna have to cut this one off pretty soon. But let's end it like this: would you rather be pussy whipped by a hot 22-year-old or by a 41-year-old with 4 kids? You cut out there, but I'm pretty sure I know what you said. Hey, yeah. Buddy, enjoy your night. We're gonna have to end this stream pretty soon, and you're cutting out, and we can't hear what you're saying. So I'm gonna end this one. But call in next week and fill us in on your situation. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Have a good one, buddy. All right. He's a good.